Big ups. Big ups.
Yeah, the UFC is not big on punishing people for what they say or even what they do.
Khabib has a fight coming up. If people don't know, Khabib Nurmagomedov, something close to that, Nurmagomedov, his father died recently, and his father was involved in his fighting too. He was always in his corner. His father was an expert wrestler. He might have been his grappling coach growing up. I don't know if he still is, whatever. This is his first fight he's preparing without his father helping him. Every goddamn reporter is like, is it tough with the dead dad? Is it rough having a dead dad as you're preparing for this fight? And he's like, yes, like everyone's asking, is your dad alive? Wouldn't it be bad if he was dead right now?
Yeah, I love that. Like, do you have father? He's like, yeah, I got a dad. How would you like if he's dead? Would it be hard or easy? Well, I guess it'd be kind of hard. Yes, of course, it's hard when father die. Yes, hard.
Yeah, even the reporter I thought was insane. He's like, is your father alive? He's like, of course he's alive. Like, you're talking to a guy with a dead dad. Like,
yeah, right? What this mean? My father weak? Your father stronger than my father because my father dead now? I find your father. I'm looking forward to the fight. I really hope Gaethje beats him. That'd be fucking stupendous.
I haven't heard anyone say it, so I'm going after it first. I think Khabib beats Conor. Conor beats Gaethje. Gaethje might beat Khabib. Like there's this like triangle, rock, paper, scissors thing happening.
And who does Tony beat?
Poirier. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Tony might beat Conor.
Yeah, hard to call. I
don't know if Conor can knock him the fuck out because Gaethje couldn't knock him the fuck out.
But he always gets almost knocked out. And wait, didn't they stop the fight?
They stopped the fight, but Tony was very upset about that because his face was still on his skull, and that meant he could still fight. And he had a second fight later that night that he wasn't ready to get to yet with the space aliens that live in his wall.
I don't know what Conor has.
This guy Tony Ferguson is literally like I don't know what the medical term is, but he's literally insane, like not stable. At one point, he thought they were voices in his wall. And he was tearing the walls of his home apart. And he told his wife that there was about to be an apocalypse and the world was going to flood again, like Noah's Ark style. And she was like, Tony, that shit's not about to happen. He's like, just believe me. And she's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. Pack the bags, pack the kids. We'll go out in the desert like you want. But on Tuesday, if the world hasn't ended, we got to come back here and we got to start getting a grip on things, all right? Wow. So they literally did. They went to the desert. Tuesday came. They went back home, and he was like, maybe it's next month. I don't know. They're coming, though. And he kidnapped his own son, like snatched him up, ran off into the darkness. The wife is like...
Jumped a fence while carrying the son. Very impressive. Athletic feat.
He jumped a fence while carrying a little fella. He's literally a crazy person, and he's a UFC fighter, one of the best in the world.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, but I can't wait to see what he hallucinates next. What an exciting fighter.
Well, hopefully he hallucinates that he's going to win his next fight. I want to see him fight again. He's always fun to watch fight. He does all this crazy. He trains himself, and it's bizarre. He's what Diego Sanchez thinks he is. Like he's doing all this capoeira, like Brazilian dance fighting. He's kicking metal poles to kill the nerves in his.
My favorite is when he ties a couple bungee cords on himself, just like runs from the wall, and then he goes back, and then he runs forward again.
Like, you ever see those like gym fail videos of people in the gym like doing stupid shit with like the pulleys and stuff? He does that, but unironically as a world champion professional athlete.
It's great. He's great. I love him. As far as Conor goes, who can he beat? What does Conor have anymore? Like, so we saw Conor fight Khabib, and it was a good fight. He lost all but one round, I think, before they stopped it.
Yeah, it's the only round Khabib's lost, and it may be the best takedown defense that anyone's had against Khabib.
So Khabib had a dominant
at all anymore.
Right, that's where I was headed. So Khabib had a dominant fight against him, but at least they belong in the same ring, right? But that was like 3 years ago. Since then, he beat the ghost of Cowboy, and that's it, right? Like that's so. If Conor fights in 2020, we haven't seen Conor. What's that?
Like, does he have an incentive to fight? Like, he's got more money than anyone.
He says he wants to.
He says he wants to fight Pacquiao for $100 million, or he wants
like 50 years old,
32. You think
Pacquiao?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was doing Conor.
But he doesn't care how old the guy is. Right now they're discussing him fighting a UFC fighter in the UFC, or perhaps in a boxing ring for charity in Dublin. So I don't know. I think I think he's been boxing, like on his time out. I think he's been, every time I see him on Instagram, he's wearing like boxing gear, like that fucking like cock belt they wear thing.
Every time I see Conor, he still has abs, so he's doing something, right?
Yeah, he's working hard. I see him all sweaty, talking about like Conor Fitness or some bullshit system he's got. Conor Strong, Conor Quick, Conor Fast. I don't know, whatever it's called.
To answer Taylor's question, Conor's 32, Manny's 41.
Okay. And so this would just be a publicity fight he's aiming for now.
I mean, it'd be the same thing as the Mayweather fight. It'd be $100 million in his pocket to fight.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like a publicity-driven.
I just realized that Dick has an enormous dildo mounted to the wall behind him.
Are you serious?
Oh, we talked about that on the show before.
Yeah, we have, of course. I just forgotten. Okay, never mind. Sorry, but yeah,
he should go own the libs somewhere later tonight.
Woo! Fucking myself in the ass for white supremacy.
I noticed it was a white cock used.
Fucking yourself in the ass for the dildo.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like he's working hard, and I bet his hands are as good as they've ever been. You know, I don't know. I don't know where his cardio is, though. I don't know.
Well, he's right in his, or I'm not Pacquiao, but McGregor. He's right in his prime, right?
32,
maybe a couple of years after the prime, but
39 is your prime. That's a man's prime, I like to tell myself.
I agree. 29 is the ultimate prime. A few months from now.
Some people say 47. People are saying...
One does for sure.
Stupid people saying that 47.
I'm with you on that one, Woody.
Smart people.
I've heard that.
74. Universate you like.
Because your dick keeps growing as you like a shark's teeth.
It's been my observation. Yeah, that's why I have 37 of them now.
Wait, how old is Trump? Is Trump
That's not how shark's teeth work. I don't know.
Sorry.
Like you always say, I like seeing Conor on my TV. So whatever he does, I'll watch it. I would look, if he did a show where it was called Conor versus the Pub, and they just went to a pub and they found 8 guys and he had to fight them one after another.
Oh, I'd watch that on stream. That's a great show.
And if they can like score enough points on Conor, they all get drinks for free. And if he wins, he gets the pub. Right?
It's a very Irish game to play.
Yeah, you know what, Kyle? This is the start of something. But I want to see Conor versus the gypsy community.
All of them.
Just roll into some sort of traveling gypsy area and have them all fight Conor for money.
I want him to fight like this though. That old timey like knuckles down style. Yeah. I want to see.
Snatch taught me that is exactly how those people fight.
Yes, I want to see more of that. Apparently, that is an effective bare knuckle boxing technique. Something
going
about
like this, just keeping your hands out really far.
I think it's the knuckles down sort of stance rather than.
I think it's something related